So, as you guys may or may not know, Vrabel was announced officially as the Titans head coach. And if you're wondering who the defensive coordinator is, it's Crennel. That was pretty much confirmed the second Vrabel went to Tennessee. It was confirmed by Ian Rappaport, by pretty much everyone that, trustworthy people. But I waited to kind of make this video because I wanted to see what the word on the street was with Mike Vrabel, because I wasn't sure if Vrabel was gonna take with him, like a Wes Welker for wide receiver coach or Sean Ryan for offensive coordinator. And so far, it's looking like Vrabel is not really gonna touch our coaching staff, so that's good. Word on the street is he's bringing in the offensive coordinator from Ohio State to Tennessee to be the offensive coordinator. So that's really good for the Texans because it means they don't lose any coaches possibly, or any more coaches possibly. But that could change 2 weeks down the line if Vrabel doesn't fill those spots. And Vrabel, I just don't see him as a good head coach candidate. I think he's going to do absolutely terrible as the Titans head coach. And that's also a win for the Texans because Mike Mularkey was already bad. Mike Vrabel is probably going to be worse. I mean, literally the only thing they say that's good about Mike Vrabel is he's a leader of men. I mean, seriously, man, like, Vrabel has done absolutely nothing that should have gave him a job. He took the #1 defense in the NFL and turned it into the worst defense in the NFL. Yes, players got hurt. But when players are out there looking lost, that's 100% a coaching problem. Playing undisciplined, coaching problem. So Vrabel is not a leader of men. Maybe a leader of a small group of men, but I mean, if the guy couldn't even lead half the team, the defense, what makes the Titans think he can lead a whole 53-man roster? Yeah, the Titans are going to be a mess for years to come. But, sometimes coaches just need to grow. And this might be good for Vrabel, might be good for the Texans in the future. Because, yes, we did get Romeo Crennel, but Romeo Crennel is 71 years old. So the Texans need a plan after Romeo Crennel chooses to retire. And you know what I was thinking? Mike Vrabel. Because, what if Mike Vrabel goes to Tennessee and he's gonna fail? That's pretty much guaranteed. He's gonna fail in Tennessee, and then he's gonna come crawling back to Houston in like 3 or 4 years. I'm sure by that time Crennel is near retirement, and by that time Vrabel would have already gone through all the growing pains that coordinators need to go through to become a successful play caller in the NFL. Not everyone can just get thrown in there and be successful. Maybe Mike Vrabel can get better. Maybe he needs to grow a bit, get some more experience, and he's going to get that in Tennessee, but he's not going to be good in Tennessee. Odds are he's going to get fired 2-3 years down the line, and he's going to come down here. That's pretty much how I'm expecting Vrabel's career to go. Vrabel's pretty much going to be a career coordinator. If that doesn't work out for him, then there's always linebacker coach. Seriously. I use Romeo Crennel as an example all the time. Great defensive coordinator, one of the best of all time. Terrible head coach. Same thing goes for Chuck Pagano. Now, as far as Romeo Crennel goes, coming back to being defensive coordinator for the Texans, that is great news, man, because 2014, when he got here, through 2016, all top 10 defenses. And it's not like Crennel had great players all over the board. No, he didn't. Fact is, Romeo Crennel is just like Bill Belichick. He just absolutely gets the best out of his players. So players that are bad play decent. So this means a lot of things, or it could mean a lot of things for the Texans, because Clowney's probably going to have a breakout year now next year, double-digit sacks. And of course you got Merciless and Watt coming back, and one of the biggest issues with Mike Vrabel was he was unable to create pressure, and Romeo Crennel is going to be able to do that now that he's coming back. And of course, like I said, Crennel makes his players play better. And I mean, Kevin Johnson, a lot of people hate him, but I mean, year 1 he was a freaking beast. Year 2 he was still a beast. Year 3, at first he was playing a little slow because of his injury, and then he came back and he was playing with zero confidence. I mean, seriously, the guy was always in position to make the play, but he would do something stupid. He would hold on to a receiver and get a flag, or he just straight up jump at the wrong time, or jump all stupid like and let the receiver catch it. That's what Kevin Johnson was doing this past season. And maybe with Romeo Crennel back, Kevin Johnson starts playing like a first round pick he was his first 2 years. So that's what I'm saying. People want to cut or trade Kevin Johnson, but seriously, why would you trade a first round corner that's on his rookie contract? Like, no, you don't do that, especially one like Kevin Johnson, who showed so much promise in the first 2 years under Romeo Crennel, and in the first year Vrabel gets there, he sucks. And Andre Howe, someone I'm not really that big of a fan of. Andre Howe was, you know, average to above average with Romeo Crennel, and then with Mike Vrabel, he was terrible. The guy looked lost all season. He didn't know what he was doing. So maybe now with Crennel back, Andre Howe can start getting better. And another thing that people seem to be forgetting, something Romeo Crennel's defense never had here in Houston, was a linebacker with the ability to cover. He had Brian Cushing, who can't cover for shit, and he's had Bernardrick McKinney, who also can't cover. Now he's got Zach Cunningham, who's gonna be a all-pro in the league, and Dylan Cole, who can even cover slot receivers, man. So this might be the most talented defense that Crennel has had in terms of the front seven. He's going to be able to send all types of blitzes, because you could bring in Cunningham from the edge, and of course you got McKinney coming right down the middle. You can line up Clowney in the middle too. I mean, Crennel is going to be able to do so many things with this defense. It's going to be crazy. I really believe the Texans can field a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense next season. And all the expectations we had for the defense this past season in 2017, where it completely failed, we can just transfer that over to 2018. Because I think Crennel makes that big of a difference. Coaching matters in the NFL. And Crennel is one of the best ones in the league, man. So I'm really looking forward to watching the Texans play defense again, because under Mike Vrabel, every time they would go out there, I just sit there and wait for the big play to happen, because it was inevitable. It was going to happen. Oh, 3rd and 10, don't matter. Vrabel wasn't going to do anything. He was going to keep doing the same thing. And that's another thing. Crennel actually does halftime adjustments. Vrabel, he just go in there each and every single week with the same game plan, and it just never ever worked. Crennel, he actually schemes to stop a certain player. He actually schemes to stop a certain play, and if that's not working early on, well, it's not going to work all game, because Crennel's going to figure out a way to stop it. Vrabel would just sit there and take it and keep doing whatever he was doing and hope it would eventually work. And clearly, judging by last season, it never worked. So Crennel coming back, man, is gonna be great for the Texans. Again, gonna give the players some more confidence. So maybe players are gonna be extra motivated now. Cause, for example, Bernard McKinney, he was drafted at 240. There were rumors out there that the guy was playing at 270. Like, seriously, 270? That's like 9 pounds lighter than Jadeveon Clowney. Like, seriously, McKinney? Yeah, and you could tell with McKinney, he was a little step slower than he was his rookie and second year. So McKinney could also be one of those players that gets better next season. And honestly, I didn't think the Titans were going to be dumb enough to hire Mike Vrabel. And I also didn't think the Texans were going to fire Mike Vrabel. So if the Titans didn't take Mike Vrabel off our hands, we would have been stuck with Mike Vrabel for another season, which, yeah, something I didn't really want. So for once, I guess thank you, Titans, for, making our team twice as better than it already was going to be next season. So, yeah. That being said, guys, make sure to comment down below your opinions on the whole Mike Vrabel to Tennessee thing and the whole Crennel coming back. That being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.